welcome. Thanks for joining us. Spring training baseball coming your way. It's the Athletics and the San Diego Padres. Stepping in, Luther Snow. Hot shot to third. That ends the frame. 1 out. Runner at second. Here is Gleyber Torres. On the ground to third. In plenty of time to first. And Gleyber Torres retired. 2 outs, base is empty. Hard hit, left field, base hit. So the batting order turns over. Next up for the A's, Manuel Margot. Runner on the go in the dirt. And there's no throw. He's in there at second with a stolen base. Two outs. Runner goes again. Into center. Merrill coming on. Got it. Nice grab. And that's the third. Now here's Jake Cronenworth. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. One runs in. The throw to third. And he's out. Cut down, and that ends. One down. Luther Snow at the plate now after picking up his first major league hit in his last at bat. That one is absolutely belted. And that gets down in the corner. Around first, heading for two. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Oh, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and ripped it into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a
runner takes off.
Definitely lost the handle during that sequence. 4 pitches for the walk, and that last one didn't even threaten the zone. Catcher might want to go talk to him.
2 on, 1 out. Now the number 2 hitter. Matt, he's trying for third. In the dirt. The tag, and got him at second. Snow on third with 2 outs. On the ground to third. Whips it across, and that is that. Here comes Gleyber Torres. One at second. On to first. Safe. So they get one, but a really nice try there. Snow was solid in his MLB debut. Some really nice at-bats.
Yeah, I totally agree, Boog. Nice game for him and a treasured memory, too.
Sun setting in the background. What a way to set the scene. And we could take another lap round. But it wouldn't change a thing, oh no. This ain't one of those. Kiss you and go, baby. We'll find each other somewhere down the road. 'Cause I'm over trying and making just throw my head against the wall, turning nothing into something, making everything my fault. But you got me torn, begging you to stay. I'm swinging out.
Listen, I'm back on the road again. If popping them, this might be my demise. Too many cops out here that's posing as friends. These gon' wear a disguise. Why you betray my trust? I thought it was love, but the doesn't come by surprise. Nothing is real as the same when you chase your dream, dog. You just gotta open your eyes. This water's up, filled with all type of blood suckers. Put the on my blood, brother. Ain't no one's feeling. When you tryna run up familiar, but they don't want love for you. Where the love go? When I showed them the utmost, man, this shit is so cutthroat. Now it's a mistake. Why would they never let up close? So, it's mama too, this dedication. Why I want the drama too, and I ain't it all, but I grill it and step over you like power loose. Quick pause, but this music industry, these like a 12 the cops a few new friends only with the eyes. I'm back on the road again. This might be my demise. Too many ops out here that's posing as friends. These don't wear disguise. Why you betray my trust? I thought it was love, but this doesn't come by surprise. It's the same when you chase your dream, dog. You just gotta open your eyes.
I already told y'all, then I showed y'all. Then I drove off. Got me back the doors off. I ran out of Papa. If he holy, I'ma knock his nose off. If he holy, I'ma send his soul off. Trespassing, I'ma cut his toes off. Much still come on, stop. If he ratting, I'ma cut his tail off. One mic, zero flaws. Spitting 24 karat gold bars. To a gunfight, I bring a blow charge. Spending new money to fight an old charge. No such thing as no charge. Been hot since the Cold War. I already told you like Cardi done told you. You think you can get up on controllers. The rain, let it fall in the soda. Been dripping so long, got water erosion. Heart of a soldier. My just had a daughter. I just want to borrow a stroller. My just lost his father. I just want to borrow my soldier.
Hello, baseball fans, and welcome to an AL West matchup on the show. It's the Texas Rangers taking on the Athletics. Now at the plate, Luther Snow, trying to pick up his first knock in the big leagues. And that's downstairs and outside. Bradford, a former All-Star. He features a four-seam fastball, a changeup, a curve, and he works in a slider. That one missed.
Well, with the amount of pitches that can end up in the dirt, a good secondary lead doesn't have to get away from the catcher, but if you're anticipating based off the trajectory, get yourself into scoring position.
And it's strike two.
Sometimes being lucky is a swing and miss. If he makes contact with that pitch, probably hits into a double play.
That to right. Garrett on his way over. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's one away. Here's Josh Young. Runner at second here, one gone. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Doesn't stop. Heads for home. Runner from second crosses the plate. Now the tag at second, and he's out, trying for two. And a swing and a miss there.
0-1.
Hard hit, right side. Bregman to first, and he has thrown four. And we're back, bottom of the seventh, and now Luther Snow. Bradford back to work. Late swing, fouled off. Looking to get the tying run on base.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
And a base hit. Next up for the A's, Adolis Garcia. 2-2 now. Line drive, and out number one on the grab.
That's a big first out of the inning. He showed off his skills catching the line drive, but most importantly, he kept the runner out of scoring position. Things would look a little...
Runner on the go. Pitch misses inside. Throw to second, tag, and they got him. Snow will always remember this game as his major league debut, even if he didn't do as well as he might have.
If you get time, let's buy
Luther Snow, fresh off his first. And we're back. Bottom of the second. Now the third baseman, Luther Snow. Malley back to work. And that is downstairs. Ball one. Malley with a stellar run lately on the mound, really carving up lineups. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-1.
Some pitchers can go out there and rip off a month or two of incredible starts. And right now, it looks like he's in one of those grooves. Really fun to watch.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Lifted in the air, right center field. Makes the catch, and there's one gone. Man at first, one away. We haven't seen a break in the weather, and the umpires might be forced to make a decision soon.
Yeah, I think so, Boog. I mean, everyone looking and wondering when they're going to stop playing.
Lipscomb to second for one, and that's 2. 2 aboard, 2 outs. Late swing, fouled off.
Some real good life going through the zone on that one.
2 outs. Fought off foul. In the air, right field. And it falls. Here comes the throw, but it's offline. He will score. First and second, 2 outs. Daniel Susak up next for the A's. To the right side, Isaac. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. So, runner at second, 2 down. So next up for Houston, Johan Rojas. This to third, Snow. Slings it across, out number 3. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now at the plate, Luther Snow. Brisky back to work. And that one is inside, ball 1.
You know, these Athletics showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They've already earned 5 walks in the game, and of course, that's providing them with a lot of run-scoring opportunities.
Next offering is in for a strike. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just going to have to tip your cap on that pitch.
That one misses. Counts full, 3-2. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Close pitch there, but you got to forget about that call if you're out on the mound. You can't let it affect you going forward. You've got to get out of the inning first, and then if you want to be frustrated, take it out in the dugout.
And ball 4, 2 aboard. First and second, no outs. Nick Allen up next for the A's. Hammers that one deep left field, and forget it. It's his 6th home run of the season. It's 7-0.
He's bringing the thunder in a rainstorm. How in the world did he manage to hit that pitch out?
Snow had a good day at the office. Singled and drove. So bases all loaded up. And stepping in for the Astros, Dylan Cruz. 1-2 here. To third, Snow puts the tag on him, and that's the inning. They leave him. No outs, runner at first. Luther Snow will hit next. Fouled off, he was late. Garcia on at first, nobody out. And misses inside. On the ground at first. Slides, but he can't come up with it. Still manages a throw. And the throw's offline, safe at third.
Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ball.
Meanwhile, this pitch gets away. Well done behind the dish. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Cerny snags it on the run. The run scores from third. Well behind the runner. They've got him doubled off. 2 outs, base is empty. Snow measures 6 feet 2 inches, 210 pounds, and he was a 10th round pick in 2024.
0-1's the count.
Next offering is downstairs. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt.
See if he can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't.
Oh, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning. Nobody out. Runner at first.
Now these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
Garcia aboard here at first with nobody out. Outside low. Ball 1. Good job to fight that one off. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Cut on and lifted in the air. Hauls it in, and there's one away. We go to the 8th, and here's the first baseman, Xavier Isaac. That's to third. Snow. To first, and that's one away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th. Here in the bottom of the 9th, one out. Snow getting ready to hit. That one found hard the other way. One down, base is empty. That misses, and that's ball 1. In the air, center field. Roccaforte settles under it, and there's 2 down. Snow had a poor showing, needed to do more.
This wasn't his finest hour.
And we're back. And the batter now, Luther Snow. Wheeler back to work. Up the middle. Dives, and he can't hang on. No throw, and they can't get the out. Now it's the second baseman. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Castro makes the grab, 1 down.
No, that's a tough play for the infielder, ranging back into the outfield. There's part of him that's saying, hey, where you at, outfielder? Call me off. But he stayed focused and made a nice catch right there.
Two ball. Squirts away a little bit. Line drive, that's a base hit into right field. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with one gone. Now the left fielder. Here's the pitch. Both runners on the move. In there for strike three. Out at third. And that ends. 2 out, space is empty. Warning track, ball, and you can touch them all, baseball man. His first homer in the majors, and they're going to have to send somebody to get that ball for him.
Always such a special moment. You know this is one of the biggest thrills of his life. He's got to be floating around the bases right now.
Yeah, he'll remember every detail of that at-bat for years, as he should. It's a true once-in-a-lifetime event.
Now, Bert, there's so many times when a young player might wonder if he's ever even going to get to the big leagues and do something like this. But he doesn't have to wonder anymore. That one was a hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away with making a mistake like that. And right there, he made him pay.
Johan Rojas up next for the Astros. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Coming home. He'll score easily. In there safely.
He quickly went from hitter to base runner. Love when guys make that transition, and he's got speed to put on a show.
And that is out of play.
I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. He's not afraid of contact. Some guys, they'll nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard. That's not what we're seeing here.
Hit in the air, right field. Makes the grab. That's out number 2. So 2 down. Zach DeZenzo up next for the Astros. Rolled over to third. Snow. That's out number 3. Nothing doing here this half. Midway. 2 gone. The possible go-ahead run at first. Swing and a miss. There's the slider. 0-1.
Well, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
Next offering is in for a strike.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Slider got him for a strike. Craig Tippett up next for the Astros. 2 on, 1 out. On the ground to third. Campbell has it for 1, and that's 2. Snow went deep for the first time in the major leagues, and I'm sure he'll treasure that moment.
We need each other. We have to have each other for our survival. From the revolutionaries to the conservatives, a black united front is what we're about. to make another mob, to change another God, an angel from the Lord, and ceremonial garb, the big
Luther Snow went yard for the first time in his major league career last game. Let's see if he can carry that power surge over to today. It's the Cleveland Guardians going up against the Athletics. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Snow, the next to hit.
Really strong hitting performance recently. Can make it a 5-game hitting streak with a knock in this one.
Pitch misses there. Ball one. Outside with a breaking ball.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
Man at second. And that one fouled off.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
On the ground, right side. Throw on to Olsen. One gone, bottom half of the first.
Not a bad outcome in that spot. The runner moves up to third, and now they have a chance to drive in the go-ahead run. It's not a knock, but at the end of the day, it's a good at-bat.
So the lineup flips over. Here's the Cleveland leadoff hitter, O'Neal Cruz. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. One runs in. The second run scores. Now the tag at second, and he's out. Ortiz back to work. And first offering is fouled off.
He's been pitching well, but we'll see what kind of adjustment the hitters make this second time through the order. We'll know if he's got really good stuff in this one or not.
That one out to right. Marsh makes the grab, one down. Here's Royce Lewis. On the ground to the left. Snow. On to first. Out number 3. One left for the Guardians, but they lead it 4-1. And we're back. Now the third baseman, Luther Snow. Ortiz back to work. That one missed.
Seems like the hitters are struggling with their timing today. Kind of caught in between that sharp fastball and the nasty slider. I'd like to see him settle on a consistent pitch. This pitcher's done a good job of disrupting the hitter's timing with the mix of pitches and changing speeds. You want to keep that front foot inconsistent for the batter. Their swings are hesitant, and that's exactly what you want on the mound.
Fouls one off. 2-2. The wind to kick the pitch. That's off the mark. Full count, 3-2. Lifted in the air, right center field. Marsh moves under it. And there's one away. Here in the bottom of the ninth, one out. Snow will hit next. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a ground out. And that gets the inside corner for a strike. Fouled off left side. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. The A's down to their final out. Here's the second baseman. Smith is just 1 strike away. Got him! And that's the ball game. Snow had a rough go of it in the loss.
This wasn't his finest hour, Boog, and he may be a little frustrated heading back to the clubhouse. Hard for them to get a win when he performs like this.
I'm saying I just should have real west side.
So digging in, Luther Snow.
You have to stay disciplined in these at-bats. Try not to chase. A strikeout here is the last thing you want.
Puts a bunt down. Baseman throws to first in time. There for the out. Runner scores from third. Jonah Bride digs in for the Guardians. 3-2. On the ground to third. Dive, and he's got it. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe. And a run comes in to score.
Wow, he did everything he could on that play with the throw from his knee, but the hustle down the line was enough to earn him the infield knock, and that's a great baseball play all the way around.
Snow takes a ball as he stands in for the second time. Swing and a miss. And it's 1-1.
1-1.
Swings through that one for strike two.
1-2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Flashes the leather on the running catch. One away. First and second, 2 outs. Brandon Marsh steps to the plate. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Right, headed for the plate. He'll score easily. Now the tag at second, and he's out. 2 outs, base is empty. Assad, 31 years old, and they went out and made a trade for him last season.
Now this manager knows that his players are just trying to do too much. Everybody needs to just take a deep breath, relax, and let it naturally happen.
Makes the grab, and that's the inning. Nothing. So, runner at second, 2 down. Snow now at the plate. Late swing fouled off. So the tying run at second. A swing and a miss as he chases way out of the zone. Strike 3, got him swinging. Inning over, and it could have been. Snow had a poor showing, needed to do more. Well, Boog, one down. Here's the third baseman, Luther Snow. Going 1.
0-1.
And that's outside. 1 out, base is empty. That's too low. And that's ball 2. Next offering is fouled back. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. Going gone. His second of the year, and it ties it up. It's 1-1.
That's a game changer right there. A big time swing, and we're all tied up.
We take another look as StatCast tells us that ball took off at 110 miles an hour.
And plenty of distance as well. I mean, that was an impressive home run, Boog. He squared it up and knew it was gone.
2 outs, a couple of base runners at first and second. First pitch, not close.
You know, he can move the ball around, add and subtract, get some weak contact at times. So you don't worry as much about him in this situation. Very capable of getting a ground ball and get out of this little jam.
That one missed. Now 3-0.
2 walks in the inning already, and he just doesn't seem comfortable out there. Like he can find the right mechanics and then repeat them.
Swung on, belted. This one's got a chance. And that is the inning. Brandon Marsh steps to the plate. Man at second. That's to third. Tosses to first. One away here in the 5th.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Runner at first with no outs here. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. And another ball.
He's clearly trying to work him away here. Both pitches off the plate. If you really want to put the ball in play, you're going to have to stay back and drive it to the opposite field.
Swings through that.
As a hitter, you got to learn something from that pitch. He clearly wasn't timed up on the fastball. In a 2-0 count, you have to be ready to do damage.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Just a really nice slider down and in there. He wants to get the hitter thinking fastball, speed him up, and just subtract some velocity and add a little movement.
Line drive, that's a base hit into right field. And they have their first hit since the 3rd inning.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Tapped in front of the plate. Tosses to first, and that is a big first out.
Not a bad outcome in that spot. The runner moves up to third, and now they have a chance to drive in the go-ahead run. It's not a knock, but at the end of the day, it's a good at-bat.
Next up for the A's, Nick Allen. 2 on, 1 out. Line to right, base hit. 1 runs in, the throw in, but it's offline. He will score, and they take a 2-run lead.
Well, he wasn't afraid to hit with 2 strikes. I think he choked up a little bit, maybe spread out, but he got the job done right there.
And now the right fielder, Brandon Marsh.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is, I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
That's a base hit coming home. He'll score. The throw to second is offline.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Popped up. Brings it in. Out number 2. Snow was a big contributor for them in the win. Had a pair of hits, one of them a homer.
When I first met you, baby, everything I knew wasn't any battle. Doesn't
Luther Snow looking to bounce back after struggling last series. Can he turn things around today? It's the Toronto Blue Jays going up against the Athletics. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. 2 on, 1 out. And now here is Connor Norby.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
On the ground to third. Goes to second for 1, and that's 2. So 2 down. Next up for the A's, Luther Snow. Good power. Not great. Runner on the go. Swing and a miss. Throw to second and great jump.
Yeah, I like being aggressive right there with 2 outs. It's kind of a classic steal situation. You get thrown out, no big deal. That guy at the plate leads off the next inning. Now, a single to the outfield can push a run across.
Griffith makes the play, and that is 1 out, bases empty. Base hit.
Wastes no time there. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
1 down. Next to hit, Adolis Garcia. Rudder takes off. In there for strike 3. Throw to second. Out at second. And we're back. Here's the third baseman, Luther Snow. And he takes a strike.
You know, these Athletics need to bring up the quality of their at-bats and specifically their swings. They're trying to find ways to drive the ball with some authority, but it's just not happening for them so far. 0 extra base hits in the game, so it's been tough for them to get anything going. Sometimes you have to keep chipping away until you break through, but it's a lot easier to put runs on the board when you have guys in scoring position because they put themselves there.
And the pitch. That just misses. 2-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. And it remains 2-2. Slider misses outside. Got him. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. Next up for the A's, Luther Snow. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1. Rodriguez, a 6-foot righty. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a sinker, a curve, and occasionally works in a splitter.
2 really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Dominating strikeout there on just 3 pitches, and that's what a good power pitcher can do to you. If he's hitting his spots, filling up the strike zone. Sometimes he...
So bases all loaded up. And now the catcher comes up to him, Jake Rogers. Hard ground ball for a base knock. 1 run's in. Now the second run is in. It's 2-0. The tag at third. And welcome back to the ballpark. ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the rookie third baseman, Luther Snow. There's a swing and a drive. Back there. See you later. All muscle to center field. It's 2-1. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. Took on the big part of the yard for that home run and just barely got it over the wall. I thought for a second he brought it back out there too. Gave it a great effort, but you know those plays are so tough to pull off, and I'm sure he'd love to have another shot at it.
Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. One run's in. Another comes in to score, and they take a 2-run lead. He's in there.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Snow now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. He can go anywhere he wants to go right here. If you're going to be a championship type of ball club, you've got to hit with runners in scoring position. And after last night's struggles, I'm sure this team is chomping at the bit to have this kind of opportunity here early in this game.
And now 1-2. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. The throw to first, and that is the inning. Nobody out, runner at first. Swung on, popped up on the infield. Wagner. And puts the squeeze on that one. And there's one down. One out, base is empty. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Luther Snow. And a swing and a miss there.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the ninth, that closer's coming in.
And that's way high. And now it's even 1-1. Now one missed.
1 strike.
Late with the swing there. One out, base is empty. Gets a piece and stays alive.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
In the air, out towards left center. Makes the grab for the second out.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that.
So digging in, Luther Snow. Homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Savage with some less than fantastic work on the hill lately. That misses off the outside edge.
Even the best pitchers of all time have had stretches where nothing was working for him on the mound. Maybe he needs to have his turn in the rotation skipped or something. Get his mind right to get back on track.
And a swing and a miss.
2-2 to count.
Fly ball down the line. And that's a fair ball. One gone, runner at first. And now the right fielder, Adolis Garcia. The pitch.
3 balls, 2
In the
strikes.
dirt. On the ground, 2 ball. There's one. Out. Return throw to first. Got him. Double play. And runner at second here, 1 gone. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
Well, a come-and-get-me fastball right there. He didn't look ready for the velocity. I think it'd be a mistake to throw him anything off speed right here.
And that is out of play.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
Got him. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. And we're back. Bottom of the 7th. Down to third baseman, Luther Snow. Swings through that one.
Timing issues can snowball quickly, and that's what we're witnessing here. This lineup's inability to lock onto the pitcher's delivery is causing a few awkward swings.
Oh, look at the stop. The throw. Nicely done for the out. Nice
diving stop right there. Gets the out. Great reactions. Excellent job of finishing the play with a nice, easy throw.
Ripped to third. Gets it to first, and the inning is over. Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Emmanuel Clase.
29 saves on the season, so he's looking for number 30 right here. He's been big for him in the back of that bullpen.
0-1. Breaking ball misses down and away. And now 2-1.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
That one misses, and that's ball 3. And that one is lifted in the air. Clase under it. And there's one away. Snow had the kind of game you'd like to avoid, which contributed to the loss.
What up, y'all? Yeah, soundtrack, what's poppin', baby? Woo! Y'all ain't know, I go by the name of Lupe Fiasco. And this one right here, I dedicate this one right here to all my homies out there grinding. You know what I'm saying? Legally and illegally.
Luther Snow is getting ready to go. Here's the third baseman, Luther Snow.
Really strong hitting performance recently. Can make it a 5-game hitting streak with a knock in this one.
That one ripped. Way back there. And this one carries into the party porch for a home run. Now that's quite the party favor.
That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And you know, there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel, and he got great extension on the follow-through to drive it out of here.
So digging in, Cedric Mullins. Slow roller to third. To first, that is the inning. So they strand a pitch. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now the third baseman, Luther Snow. Boz back to work. Swing and a miss as he was late.
These hitters have come out ready to swing the bats early in the count and swing it often. If you want to score some runs, have an offensive explosion, that can be a route to doing it.
This one could be trouble. Around first, heading for 2. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
2 hits for him in this one, both for extra bases. Got to feel good about that. He really shot that one down the right field line and somehow found a way to keep it from slicing foul. One thing that was great about the approach, his head was down.
Oh, now this one gets away at the plate. Hard on the ground to first. And Garcia is out.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. It's early, but you still want to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score. That's exactly what happened, so you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at bat.
On the ground. The flip to the pitcher covering. And there are 2 outs. Daniel Susak up next for the A's. 2 outs. And now the runner breaks for the plate. That's the 3rd out. The A's.
Well, Boog, after watching the first inning of this one, you would not have expected that this pitcher would be in such a groove and still in the ball game at this point.
There's one. He's out. Return throw to first. Got him. Double play. And here's the catcher, Freddie Fermin. The line to kick the pitch. Now a drag bunt, third base side.
What a play right there. Dropped down just a beautiful bunt and maybe caught the defense by surprise a little bit, but now the go-ahead run is on at first, and that could be huge.
Snow stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. Swing and a foul out of play. 2 down. Go ahead run in scoring position. Time is called here in a big spot. Maybe just reminding himself to breathe. That's down and in.
Really been able to slow down the game tonight with his at-bats, and the biggest one he's had so far, he doesn't look anxious at all.
And a swing and a miss.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Go ahead run at second, and we're at the top of the 8th. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Bottom of the 8th. Now it's the shortstop, Bobby Witt Jr. On the ground to third. In plenty of time to first. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th. Snow, certainly not the reason they lost this game. One down, and now Luther Snow, homered last night, added another hit as well. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Puts it away for the out.
Fell off to a great start. He's really cruising out there on the mound. He's got a chance to get through these first 2 innings with under 20 pitches. That could set him up to go deep into this game.
And he lays down a bunt. Bare hand grab. Well, Singy, that was really nice looking. Able to get it down and in a good spot.
And he makes it look easy. Bat angle was perfect. Barrel stayed above the hands. Could almost walk to first.
Snow in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1. Swing and a line drive ripped out into right center. That's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. Now it's the right fielder, Adolis Garcia. Runner on the move. On the ground to first. It's in and out of his glove. Still able to fire over, and it's in time. It wasn't the smoothest play you'll see today, but they still get the out. Here's the second baseman. Out to short, Witt. The throw to first, and he has thrown 4. Nico Horner will come up to hit. Man on second, 2 down. This to third. throws to first in time. Out number 3. Snow turning some heads with this recent stretch of impressive play. Hit hard, base hit. So a man aboard now with one away. In steps Adolis Garcia, also known as El Bombi. Runner takes off. Pitch in for a strike. Throw to second. Tag. And they got him. And we're back. Here's the third baseman, Luther Snow. Fought off foul.
You know, these A's putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. The numbers help tell the story. I mean, they've been sitting fastball, and it's paying off in a big way. So far with 6 hits against that pitch alone.
And that one is inside.
And that's a great way for a lineup to dominate a game, because if a pitcher can't rely on his fastball to get outs, I mean, that puts a lot of pressure on the rest of his pitches to be effective.
Count is 3-2.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He swung over top of the curveball. So 1 out, nobody on. Digging in, Jamie Delaney. Looking to get the tying run on base. And a bunt towards third. Scoops it up barehanded. And safe at first easily. No chance to get the out. That puts the tying run aboard. 1 out. The go-ahead run is at second. And that one upstairs, ball 1. Swing and a miss. And the count is 1-1. In the dirt. Nice job behind the plate there. With the go-ahead run standing at second here in the top half of the 10th. That one just misses.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
And it remains 2-2. 1 out. The go-ahead run is at second here in extra innings. Just misses. Full count now.
Still just the second batter of the inning, and on the mound he's already thrown 13 pitches. They got him working hard out there.
3 balls, 2 strikes to count. Ball 4, he walked in, and that keeps things going. So up next, Adolis Garcia.
Well, he took his chance at getting him to chase right there, but with first base open, walked out of
pickoff throw. Snow back in on a dive.
He's falling behind in a huge spot, Boog. Got to do what it takes to come through. Maybe choke up on the bat a little bit, spread out those feet, whatever it takes.
Swing and a ball popped in the air. Nice grab on the run. And there's 2 down.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
2 on, 2 outs. This one belted deep left field. On its way. Gone.
Most times it's the pitcher looking at the scoreboard for velocity, but in this case it's the hitter. He just turned around triple digits at the dish. I don't even know how he saw that pitch. Maybe he didn't, but he got a home run out of it.
High grounder into the outfield for a knock. Horner flies around third. Throw is offline, and he scores. It's 4-2. Well, he delivers in a huge spot. Snow did well enough for them.
Not one to put on the personal highlight reel necessarily.
One down. Next up for the A's, Luther Snow. Swing and a miss. There's the slider. And it's 0-1. Snow, in his rookie season, 25 years old, and he's been on a good run at the plate, hitting over 300 in his last 10 games. Foul ball, still 0-2. One out, bases empty. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Came inside with that two-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know what?
Now this one gets through. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He scores and they have the lead. Now the tag at second, and he's out. Trying for two. 2 outs, base is empty. And that misses. And it's 1-0. That one the other way. That's a hit. And now a 2-out opportunity for Adolis Garcia. So digging in, Adolis Garcia. And a 1-1. There goes the runner. Squirts away a little bit. Safe at second, and that was not close.
Yeah, I like being aggressive right there with 2 outs. It's kind of a classic steal situation. You get thrown out, no big deal. That guy at the plate leads off the next inning. Now, a single to the outfield.
Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone. And they jump ahead in the 4th. It's 2-1. So they're all loaded up with 2 outs. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1.
Well, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
Swing and a miss, and that is that. So 2 down. Now the third baseman, Luther Snow. 1 for 3. Ball 1, no strikes. Slider right there.
1-1.
Swing and a miss and a slider.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
That one way outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count. On the ground, right side. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly, but they get the out at first, and that'll do it for the Snow did not have a banner showing in this one.
Well, you'll never complain about
You don't want the letter, but I don't want the same.